Hello Internet, welcome to an episode here, and today I wanted to talk about short piece, Ranko Tsukigime's Longest Day. So I imported this from Europe because I wanted a physical copy. Not a big fan of downloads, but I got this game, I think for less than $30, and it's a Suda51 game, and I'm a pretty big fan of the Suda51 games, and this one in particular though is something different. It comes with four different videos of the short piece films. They were animations, anime style, animations from Japan that were subtitled and put onto the disc. And they all seem to represent something. But the game, I want to talk about the game in particular, and as far as the analysis for this game goes, that's what I'm going to be doing here. It's definitely going to contain spoilers if you haven't played the game. So if you haven't played it or watched somebody play it or anything like that, then go do that. There were a bunch of symbols in this game, and especially at the end, I just want to talk overall. I just want to say overall. I think the game is kind of it's about this girl, Ranko. Yeah, Ranko Tsukigime, and she's just a girl. That's pretty much it. She's just a girl, and she's bored with her life, and she's just a girl. That's really what the game's about. But there's an underlying message, of course. And she goes into her house, I guess. I couldn't really capture that one. Couldn't tell if that was really what was going on. But at the end of the game, she wakes up. It's all, in her imagination. So obviously she's fantasizing about life, because she isn't particularly fond of the way things are going now until, at the end, when they all go to the karaoke bar. And I think that the karaoke session kind of implies something as well. I think it's definitely a message saying that just keep going. Just keep going and sing, dance, do whatever you want, because life is short. And ironically, it's her longest day, and she mentions that. She says it's the longest day. She said it's been a very long day, which is a good thing. I think that's what the developers are trying to get you to understand. It's a good thing for it to be a long day, because that just means you're living life to the fullest, doesn't it? Or is it the other way around? You see, I'm not entirely sure on this one. This is kind of like an open discussion, really, if anybody wants to comment. But the significance of her saying that it's been a long day, either that means the developers want you to have fun and just have long days, or having a long day is due to her fantasizing and her lack of life, so to speak. A life, not life literally, but a lack of animation. I can't really think of the correct words to use here, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. I hope. But what else? I wrote a few things down here. I just wanted to talk about a few things. Oh, a big part of this I've noticed. About halfway through, you start noticing that the developers, it's just a big piece of satire. Ranko's dreams, or fantasizations, dramatizations, whatever you want to call them, Ranko's dreams are satire. Now, they're satirizing, I want to say, modern anime and culture, both of them, because if you look at it, there are definitely references to other anime, other forms of media, and culture in general, I think. Definitely, I think the most noticeable part is when you see the strawberry panties and the skirt goes up, and that alone is something else. But then more stuff starts happening. She starts transforming, and then there's some guy on top of a rooftop talking about some weird thing that obviously you have no idea what it is. But there could be more meaning behind that. I'm not sure. This is just my analysis, what I've gathered through playing the game. And then, if you've watched the videos and played the game, you'll notice Mount Fuji is a reoccurring motif here in the game. And I think Mount Fuji might represent a physical form of life, creation, and more or less the ability to keep going forward. Because if you're stuck in the past, you're not going to be able to live and create. But what I was saying is the idea about Mount Fuji. I'm not entirely sure about that one. That one's completely open, because that was just like maybe kind of thing, and I have no idea. So, and I wanted to mention the game as a whole. Just this thing it's basically the same thing. Keep living, things won't seem so dull. And then at the very, very end, after the credits, the dance sequence and the karaoke bar, Ranko mentions it's a never-ending game. It's a never-ending game. Now, I'm curious if the developers wanted to let us know, like, our culture brings us to strive for some kind of fantasy that never ends. But then Ranko, at the very last sequence in that cutscene, says that she's done. Her story, particularly, is done. So perhaps she's saying that maybe it's up to somebody else now. Maybe you, maybe your neighbor, maybe somebody else will take over and they'll fantasize just the same. Not sure. But I did want to mention all these points because I just finished the game before, a few minutes ago, and I looked on YouTube and Google everywhere I could. I could not find a detailed analysis of this game, and I do want to go into it further because there's a lot of stuff I either got wrong or missed or just didn't mention. So overall, I think this game is definitely a masterpiece for what it's saying, for what it's telling you, everything. It's mind-blowing, really, to think how that happens. Now, there are some other things I haven't mentioned that I'm thinking of them now. Kirara, and what her significance is, what the significance of day and night is. These particular characters, what exactly they symbolize, and why exactly they behave the way they do. If you guys have any ideas, please leave comments down below and let me know, because I'm really curious. But yeah, definitely this game is definitely something that changes things for other games that are around. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Maybe we'll have another video up about this, about something else. Let me know in the comments if you want anything done. Yeah, I'll respond. Alright. Thanks for watching.